Our AQ cohort is the Apostolic intelligence. It's training around unlocking and uncovering the energy of the Apostolic. So the fivefold ministry of Ephesians, the apostle, prophet, evangelist, shepherd, teacher, we're zeroing in on the apostolics. It's a peer group, it's a cohort, so we're learning together. There's no expert in the room, we're all learners, we all have something to share, and we're seeking to reimagine church as movement, unlocking the apostolic potential that helps us to invest our life and leadership as a seed that is a blessing and hopefully produces a harvest in the city. Over the last 12 months, we've taken a group of London pioneers, planters and pastors, ministry leaders, church leaders on this journey.
Not only we learned the concepts and the thoughts, the ideas, but we had the chance to discuss together, to learn together, for us to think practically how we can serve, our churches, our families, our community, and ultimately our city.
And so rather than just thinking on a local level of what's going on within a local church, thinking about how we can work together using our different gifts and abilities in order to reach the whole of London for the Lord Jesus.
I guess all of us get stuck in a bit of a rut. I do things one way, it's how I've done them, it's how I always do them. And just be challenged to think about different ways, think about different strategies, and to be challenged to have greater expectations. So I've loved being part of this and to take a break from the day-to-day running of a church, to actually think slightly bigger and to be challenged to dream slightly higher.
The input has been really helpful. We help us think about the idea of what it means to be apostolic, to see what God is doing right across the city, and to discover how we can play a part in God's great plans.
I think that in regards to teaching in London and looking at how church leaders work together in partnership, how do we as the church engage the culture? What does mission, ministry and church look like? I think that AQ is absolutely foundational for helping us to think that through.
So I've really valued the way that we've been able to share our learnings and just hear from everyone else and just hear their different perspectives and just hear how God is working in different areas right across the city.
I think for me, what's encouraged me is just the diverse faces, stories, denominations and context. We've grappled together with unlearning and relearning church, discipleship, leadership, tackling the cultural context of an incredibly diverse, beautiful and broken city in London.
We're very good at working with our own churches and networks and denominations, but how much more could be done across London if leaders could start to learn from one another and connect together? And the AQ cohort has given us that tool, that forum to bring apostolic leaders from different denominations and different backgrounds together, and that in bringing leaders from different networks to learn together, we might just change something of how the church works across our city.
So it's been great gathering with groups of people from all sorts of different ministries in London and just getting to know them, getting to know what they're doing, and who knows what we might do together in the future.